Get your films on with the Blurs.
Once an idea has taken hold of the brain, it's almost impossible to eradicate.
Unpacking movies has never been more spot on, woke, fire, and just plain lit.
They are lit all the time.
So if you're unsure whether or not to plop down some cash for a film, check out the Blurs.
When a man with a 45 meets a man with a rifle, the man with a pistol is a dead man.
Brondo's got what plants crave.
It's got electrolyte.
You really only need to hang mean bastards. But mean bastards, you need to hang.
Don't say you weren't warned. Here's Brandon and Jeff.
Hello and welcome to episode 211 of the Film Blurs. I'm Jeff Stewart, a.k.a. What am I going to use today? Let's go with Uncle Jeffrey. I'm a.k.a. Uncle Jeffrey. And I'm joined here, as always, with my friend and co-host.
Sorry for being a slob there, drinking drinking coffee, so excuse me. What's up, ball bags? My name's Brandon Norwood, a.k.a. Hero Protagonist, traveling backwards through time. And I just found out that Tenet will be screening in 70mm at the Film Society at Lincoln Center. So
Okay.
they just got their print in. They got the reels. They've been posting the reels all over social media, and I'm just like, By the way, Jeff, that 70mm screening is part of a 70mm series they're doing. So I'm gonna reach out.
I think I saw the email for that.
I'm gonna reach out, and I'm gonna see if I could get into a couple of screenings because Ed told me, oh yeah, if you say you're pressed, they'll let you in for free. And I was like, oh word.
Oh, word.
I'm gonna try and see Nope in 70mm. That has been like something I've been chasing, and they got it. And if I could get a couple in, I might see Malcolm X. I might see Tenet.
Yo, I would love to see Malcolm X in 70mm. Good looking out.
There's a lot of stuff. The only one that's completely sold out of now is Aliens. Aliens is gone.
But press sold out, but it's press.
Listen, I'm straight on not seeing Alien in 70mm. Like I'm cool. There's only 3 movies I really want to see in 70. Nope, because I need to see that it was shot on film. Would like to see a film print. And what's the name of that shit? Tenet and Malcolm X. I feel bad for Jordan because if Nope had come out like a few months or a year after Oppenheimer, Universal would have pressed him some 70mm prints.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Because I feel bad. I was like, bro, you shot that on 70mm and IMAX 70, and they didn't. Jeff, there's only 4 70mm prints of that movie in existence.
Well, I mean, we were just talking about this offline. Racism be racism.
Before we move on and get right into the meat of the show, I do want to say, I have a feeling Disclosure Day is going to be the next Nope, because people are shitting all over it now. But and that's the same thing with Nope. Nope came out, people were shitting on it, and now within the past year, I see everybody's like, "This is one of the best movies of the decade. This is a masterpiece. Why don't we talk about this more?" And I'm just like,
because everyone expected Get Out, right? They expected Get Out with the second one, which, I mean, look, we're not going to talk about that one, right? It's the same thing with Nicholas Winding Refn, right? I can never pronounce this nigga's name.
Nicholas
right?
Winding Refn.
Yeah. It's the same thing. Drive came out, right? And it was a hit. And then everyone came out to all of his other movies expecting Drive, right? Or something in the vein of Drive.
I mean, my thing is, I've accepted now that he's just moved away from telling an actual story, and his movies are more about vibes and mixing vibes with horror imagery, which is fine. You know what I mean? Like, maybe not for me particularly, but look, I will say there's only one David Lynch. I'll just leave it at that, because Only God Forgives, not for me. Neon Demon, not for me.
Too old to die young.
Still haven't finished that.
I got 3 episodes in, and I was like, this looks really cool, but it is so fucking boring.
What about Copenhagen Cowboy?
2 episodes.
Okay.
I got 2 episodes in. I was like, and I knew what I was going to get into, right? I knew what it was going to be. But it was like, I can't. I don't like.
I'm just disappointed that Too Old to Die Young's not as good, just because that was co-written by Ed Brubaker, and Ed Brubaker is one of the best, comic book writers. You know what I mean? So that's disappointing. With that said, I'm gonna end up seeing Her Private Hell, even though everybody out of Cannes was just like, y'all, it's the same bullshit he's been doing. And I'm just like, you know what, man? I will say this. If the thing goes through, which more than likely it doesn't, because, that particular PR firm doesn't really give us shit. But if somehow, some way it does go through, yeah, I'm going to see it. But if it doesn't go through, I don't think I'm going to make the trip to New York to see.
Like, just give me a fucking screener. Like, I'm not going.
Because I requested in person this time. They're like, we have in person and virtual. I was like, I would love to sit across from Mr. Reffin and just pick his mind. You know what I mean? Because he has movies I love, like the Pusher trilogy.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Bronson,
right?
Fantastic. Drive, fantastic.
Even was it Valhalla Rising?
That is what his career is now, where he's just doing these weird experimental movies. I think but his first one, that being his first one doing that, it's good. I want him to go back to a more traditional narrative. That's my thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because you know what he's doing next, right?
He's doing a remake of something, right?
Yep, Maniac Cop next year, and I'm just like, man, if that shit is on this vibes only and it doesn't have an actual narrative, dog,
and he's gonna try to elevate a B movie horror film, right?
Yeah.
And God bless him for trying to do that, but that takes
a different type of filmmaker, which
right.
He's not, and I don't mean that as any disrespect, but he's just not that dude.
Yeah, and
at least not anymore. Not anymore.
I don't think he was ever that dude, right? I could never see him doing a remake of anything, right? He seems wholeheartedly original because he's so intricate, right? He's his movies are so intricate. He's like an angry Wes Anderson. That's how intricate they are.
I will say, man, his movies always look fantastic.
Yeah, 100%.
And I will say, he gets great performances from his actors. I would love to be on set and be like, so, Nick, what's going on right now, and what's my character motivation?
But here's the thing: he gets great performances, but they all are acting. They all have that sort of low-key, almost comatose vibe to them, right? He actually doesn't like dialogue. He likes quiet. Right?
Look, man, he made I will give him, as much as I don't like that fucking movie, The Neon Demon, I will say he made fucking Keanu Reeves terrifying.
Well said.
He made Keanu Reeves
terrifying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you seen The Neon Demon?
Yeah. I saw it. I tried to watch it twice.
Yeah, you don't remember he's the pedophile serial killer who runs the hotel?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Which once you watch, I remember when that was announced, I was like, whoa, and then you watch the movie and you're like, bro, this has nothing to do with fucking anything.
It's a he makes pretty contrast, colorful, contrasty movies. I
would tell people to watch The Neon Demon just for the visuals, because visually that movie's amazing, and Elle Fanning, Like, we already know Elle Fanning is an amazing actress, but that was
Right.
the one where I was just like, damn, she's putting in work, and too bad this movie fucking failed her.
Yeah, yeah. But he keeps getting them made. So, I mean, he must be like, someone likes him.
Well, let's get into our first piece, our first and, one of two news pieces, because we got it. Speaking of getting things made, Luca Guadagnino's Artificial, his Sam Altman movie about open AI, where Sam Altman is played by Andrew Garfield. Amazon was supposed to release that. Amazon, because they have a partnership with Sam Altman and OpenAI, they finally saw the movie that he made, and they're just like, yeah, we can't put this out. So Luca has been shopping this movie around, and every studio under the sun has just been like, nah. And I'm like, bro, what is this movie that everybody's just like, we can't, sorry, Luca, sorry.
Because they're all... Yeah,
now it's down to Mubi and Neon, because even A24 is just like, nah. And we'll get into why A24 passed.
Right, I was about to say.
We'll get into that after we finish the Luca news. But Warner Brothers Clockwork passed, Focus passed. I'm like, all these, and somebody posted on Twitter. They're like, keep note of all these studios who passed, and keep note for a reason. And I'm like, what are y'all talking about? And then they posted some shit. I'm like, oh, so all these studios are in bed
with AI.
All these AI companies.
And like, look, they never hit it, right? They said as much when AI really started to accelerate in early 2024, right? They all said, "Oh, we're looking at ways to incorporate AI." Da 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 da. All of them said this, right? And they just can't find a way to replace everybody without pissing people off, right? Believe me, if Warner Brothers or if fucking Sony, if they could lay off their whole entire workforce and just have AI create content for you, best believe they would, and they will.
Yeah,
because they don't care about the craft, the art. They care about making the content, so you all just like yum, 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 eat it up.
So just keep that in mind, bro. Like now that Mubi found out that all these studios passed, now they're like, they were gonna make Luca a big offer. Now they're like, oh well, you know what? Let's lower the deal. I was like, damn, Luca's getting fucked. And like, I felt bad because that what's it called? That statement that Amazon put out was just so condescending, where they're like, we look forward to working with Luca again. I'm like, I'm pretty sure Luca don't look forward to working with y'all.
Right. I mean, but like, who at Amazon even thought that doing a movie on AI was a good idea for them?
Well, a Sam Altman movie.
Right, well, yeah, like Sam Altman is AI, right?
And like, we all know all the horrible shit he's done behind closed doors. Like, all these people have victims, bro. Like, I'm not surprised when people come out and they're like, yeah, he did this to me, or this person did this to me. I'm like because all these, that's the playbook. Everybody in power now is some sort of predator.
I wasn't even talking about the I didn't even know about the predatory stuff. I was just talking about like the business stuff.
Google Sam Altman and read some shit about him. And
man, I'll have to do that on a burner phone or something like that. I want to fuck up my algorithm.
So, yeah, I hope that we see Luca Guadagnino's Artificial. And it could be the movie's not good. Who knows? Maybe it's not good. But from what it sounds like, it just sounds like it is a scathing indictment of the company and its founder. And I'm just like, well, and this is why I keep poo-pooing the merger. It's because of shit like this.
Yeah, I mean, like everybody's. But yeah, like it's the levels of fuckery, no bounds.
Yeah. So let's move into our next thing. Since we're talking about A24 real quickly and AI. A24, they've been passing up on a lot of stuff, a lot of things, but it's recently come out that they shook hands with Google. And now they're going to start feeding Google all their movies and all other sorts of shit for Google AI. So it's going to be ran through Gemini. And I'm just like, well, I can't think of one fucking company right now. Maybe Focus, maybe Neon.
Right.
But everybody else, man, I'm just like, man, if I was working as a filmmaker, I'm like, man, if I'm not making like a Nolan type blockbuster and I actually want to make a movie, looks like I'm going to Focus or I'm going to Neon, and I'm just going to make movies that cost $30 million or less.
I mean, look, at this point, YouTube and like these social platforms are honestly the next sort of frontier for filmmakers, right? With like the whole entire advent of these short form verticals and shit like that. And like I just read the other day, Instagram is looking into doing long form verticals, right?
So
narrative
verticals. We need to talk to Instagram. But with that said, though, because of Backrooms and because of Obsession, now all of Hollywood is just going on Reddit for stories. Like there's a Reddit story that got picked up by the dude Drew Hancock, the dude who wrote and directed Companion. His next movie is going to be based off a Reddit story.
Right.
Because now they're scouring Reddit for the next filmmakers and the next stories, and I'm like, what a dire state in the industry.
What are we?
Yeah, man.
Like where are we
Christ.
as a fucking people that this is the thing?
Yeah.
Right? Look, it's so... They seem desperate, right? They are desperate, but like this speaks of like, oh no, it's we're just mining, new and interesting ideas from places that we weren't thinking about before. It's like, no, you are desperate because you are creatively bankrupt.
Yeah,
your
man.
Your souls are dead, right? And you have no conscience or authenticity. You're fucking hacks.
And here's the thing: both Curry Barker and Kane Parsons have, like, people have asked them, like, why are your movies so popular? They both said, like, hey, we just want to see stories. Like, people just want new stories, and that's what the thing y'all don't understand. It ain't that we're young. It's not like our stories are popular on YouTube and shit like that. It's literally the thing that's driving our success is that people our age want to see new shit, y'all. Like, it's just that simple.
And the shit is being made, right? The shit is out there on the indie level, but it's getting overshadowed by these $350 million bullshit CGI fucking things that you don't get to see it. They purposefully, like all these streaming platforms, won't let you see it. They're out there.
But that's my thing too. It's just like, yo, indie movies are being put in the theaters. Like, somebody even said, it was some dude who studies box office analyst. He's like, Girls Like Girls probably would have been in the top 10, probably the top 5, if Focus actually put it in wide release and actually pushed the movie properly. And that's the problem, is like, especially Focus. They put a movie in theaters and then 2 weeks later it's on digital. And I'm like, y'all haven't learned from your success from Obsession, or especially Nosferatu, where they were going to do that for Nosferatu, and then Nosferatu became this runaway hit, and it didn't hit digital till the end of January. And I'm just like, well, then, like, y'all need to start. If you're going to make it, produce it, and pay for marketing, go all in.
Yeah, I mean, but the fact that you have to spend so much on marketing is an indicator of a problem in general, right? But like, if the studio doesn't appear to have faith in their project, then why would the audience, right? Why would people go out to see it if it seems like you as the filmmaker or whatever like that, you don't care about it?
Well, let's hit back on A24, and I want to read this real quick. So, somebody tweeted this, and I'm going to read this tweet verbatim. This is actually a big deal that most people are sleeping on. So once again, A24 is backed by Josh Kushner's Thrive Capital, which holds a seat on the board and ranks among OpenAI's largest and most high-profile backers. Read that. A24 is backed by Kushner. Read it one more time. Understand that these are now the people in charge of entertainment now. Private equity and tech bros.
Mm-hmm. Which was always, which was what they wanted anyway. This is what they were going towards. And this is why this merger, this Warner Brothers acquisition, is like, fucking dude, Ellison is just a tech bro who's not a tech bro.
Yeah, he's just an
right?
idiot.
Right? He looks like a tech bro.
Yeah.
And he's got tech bro mentality. So it makes sense that, it's even our art is becoming a commodity for the rich.
Well, I mean, so I just Googled this deal. Google has paid A24, and this is a multi-year deal, so this is going to last for a while. They paid them $75 million for this deal. I mean, I like IndieWire's headline. IndieWire's headline says A24 wouldn't tell Hollywood how it works. Then it told Google. So yeah, that's where we are now, y'all. That's where we are now. I really hope, because they are doing, all the states are doing everything in their power to block this merger, and I really hope it gets delayed till the ticking fee hits, because $165 million a quarter on money you don't already have, it's funny.
Good.
That's funny for me. So with that said, let's get into the last bit of news, which is Criterion has gotten their hands on for the rights. They've gotten their hands on the rights for every single thing Kubrick.
Oh, shit.
And in October, they're putting out a 16-disc 4K Blu-ray set of it's called the Complete Stanley Kubrick Collection. So you'll get his short films. You'll get Fear and Desire, which is a movie he disowned, that they got their hands on. And we all thought this will never be seen by the public, ever. But Criterion somehow managed to get it and convince the estate to release it as a bonus feature on The Shining 4K, because I own The Shining on 4K. But as exclusive to Criterion, there's going to be a bonus disc in the because they're sectioned off by, so let's say you pull it out, it's Stanley Kubrick shorts. You pull out another one, it's 2001. You pull out another one, it's The Shining. So each movie's gonna have its own little slot in the collection with a bonus disc of extras. On the bonus disc of extras on The Shining is the international cut of The Shining. We all thought this would never be seen, ever. If you guys don't know, certain shots are longer. There's certain things that take place either earlier or later in this cut, but infamously, there is a extended ending that Kubrick, after opening weekend, cut. He personally cut, and he called all theaters saying, cut that and destroy every single
negative.
Yeah. So we got the international cut. It has an extended ending.
Okay. All right. I don't even want to know what this box set's going to cost.
Oh, I looked it up, and I'm like, all right, well, it's time to start saving. And then I got all these Criterion coupons because the last time I used the Criterion coupons, I robbed them. I straight up robbed them, especially since I got all these on a 35% off sale. So I basically robbed them. So I'm going to wait till a 50% off sale and use all these coupons. So hopefully it could get down to $400. Hopefully with all that, I could get it down to $400.
So like I was going to say, it's like $800-900 for this thing, right?
Not that much, but it is hefty, baby.
Yeah.
It's $6.
I mean, honestly,
it's worth it though.
Yeah, I mean, and $6 is kind of reasonable.
It like you could go on Criterion right now and see the packaging. Like the packaging for this, I'm like, damn, y'all went all out. They've been apparently trying to get this done and working this out with Warner, because mainly it was Warner Brothers.
Right.
They've been working on this for a decade.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds about right. I mean, but look, Warner Brothers is they don't know what's going to happen, so they're just trying to make money where they can.
Oh yeah, because the Ellisons, well, Megan would, but fucking
David, they would get like all physical media or whatever like that.
Yeah, David be like, why the fuck are we putting this much money into Stanley Kubrick?
Right. Can we put some explosions in it? Can
so,
we re-edit? Can we put some explosions in Barry Lyndon?
So so I'm gonna wait till the 50% off sale. So then it'll be $300, and then hopefully after all my coupons, I could get it down to like, $250, hopefully $240.
Which is like you spend that like that's like 4 steelbooks.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
Yeah. So I mean, you like that's reasonable.
Speaking of steelbooks, man, I just got Kingdom of Heaven in. I waited 2 months for that because Amazon kept fucking up, and I finally got it. That shit is gorgeous. And I'm not talking about the movie. Like, the transfer and everything's amazing, but the actual steelbook, you've seen the movie, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know how Edward Norton plays the Leper King?
Right, yeah.
That's the cover, is the mask.
Oh, word?
Yeah, I'll send you a picture of it. That shit is hard, dog.
All right.
Yeah, sure. Man. I watched some 4Ks over the weekend. Like, I watched Amadeus 4K because I've never seen the theatrical cut. I've only seen the director's cut, and even that 4K, I was like, damn. And also, damn, did Nolan steal from that movie for Oppenheimer? Because I was watching it, I'm like, oh, Salieri is
It's pretty much
Robert Downey Jr's character,
mm-hmm.
and the way it keeps jumping back and forth in time where somebody's telling their tale. I was like, damn, this is fucking Oppenheimer, dog. It moves at the same clip. Like, I love how they use Mozart's music. Like, my mans will be zoning out, and you'll hear, like, his Fifth Symphony, and then somebody walks into the room, and it's gone. Or he'll be, like, writing, and you could hear him write the music. Like, you hear dun, 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 as he's writing the music. I'm like, I've only seen the movie once, and I remember liking it, but damn, like, maybe it's because I'm watching the theatrical cut where I'm like, oh, wow, they really fucking, like, made, like, a very tight fictional biopicture of one of the greatest composers ever. Because people keep thinking this is how it went down. I'm like, nah, y'all, this is based on a play. And even the dude who wrote the play was like, yeah, this is basically fictional. Everybody's real, but it's a fictional story.
Right. And so, like, I grew up watching Amadeus because it was one of the movies that they played on HBO all the time.
Which version did you watch?
It had to be theatrical cut. Right?
Because theatrical is 3, and then the extended cut is 320.
Yeah, like, I mean, I can't remember, but, like, because it was back in the day. It was back fucking the 80s. But it was one of the only things, like, when you first got HBO, that was one of the things that they would play all the time. So, like, my parents would put on HBO, and it would just be, like, fucking Amadeus, and I'm going to get, like, it was Amadeus, and I'm going to get you sucker, right? Those are the 2 things they played all the time.
Great movies. Both great movies. But I got to say, man, Amadeus, the way that movie's edited and how fast it moves, I was like, damn, like Nolan really studied this movie for Oppenheimer, because that motherfucker does move fast for a movie about a composer. Like,
that's 3 hours long. Yeah, it's 3 hours.
Just,
yeah.
I was like, damn, this thing is fast paced. Also, shout out to Tom Hulce. I love his laugh in that movie. That shit is hilarious.
Honestly, I haven't watched Amadeus in like 20 years. I'm gonna have to go back.
Oh, nigga, I finished it and I was just like, I was very tempted to hit play again.
It's a good fucking movie. I mean, how many Oscars did it win that year?
All of them.
Right, like F. Murray Abraham, right? Like, made him not a star, but like he was still eating off that.
Yeah, man. So shout out to Amadeus. Hopefully they put out the director's cut on 4K, because now I want to compare and contrast. I know. So, but anyways, let's get into trailer talk.
Roll camera and action.
It's time for some trailer talk.
All right, so what's the name of the A24 movie we got to talk about? I just watched the trailer and I forgot already.
The debut.
Yeah, there we go. That's why I'm getting confused, because I keep thinking about the invite, because I got to review that in the main review. I was like, the debut, the invite. Anyways, it's Jesse Eisenberg's second feature film as a director.
And he wrote this too.
Yeah, just like a Real Pain he wrote. He wrote that as well. Yeah, look, this looks funny. Like, it looks real funny. It looks like people who me and Jeff both know. And listen, we're coming up on award season, so we're going to be getting a lot of either movies about insufferable people, or they're going to be sad white people movies. You know what I'm saying?
And sometimes you get a little mix of the both.
Yeah.
I mean, this looks like this. It looks like an A24 movie starring Julianne Moore and Paul Giamatti, right? Look, it's set in the world of community theater, and it's about this, housewife who decides to get back into community theater, and how she grows and morphs from her being directed by Paul Giamatti. On paper, it seems like Oscar bait, right?
But I could get behind this, because
it looks good. It
looks like a movie. Like, first and foremost, like, hey, this is a movie I want to make. Like, you could feel what's Oscar bait and what's not, and this just looks like, hey, we're making a movie. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But like I said, like on paper, it feels like Oscar bait, right? But like you look at the trailer, it's like, okay, this seems.
It's like a Real Pain. Like, a Real Pain was an Oscar movie, but also that was just the movie that Jesse Eisenberg, you could tell that meant a lot to him personally. And it was a movie first and foremost. With that said, I hope Paul Giamatti's next movie, he's not playing a sad sack, because I'm tired of seeing this guy as a sad sack. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a fucking sad sack. I don't want to watch movies about sad sacks all the time, bro. Like, I could just go out and walk around in the world.
I mean, I like it when he plays a villain, right?
Yeah, like, let's have fun. Yeah, let's have fun, Paul Giamatti, man. Like you did, like, the last movie he did before this was The Holdovers, and I'm like, yo, you were a sad sack in that, even though that movie's funny as shit.
Right. I mean, but
that's Alexander Payne, where you get funny ass movies about sad, despicable people.
I mean, that got him the In-N-Out Burger Award. That got him the Oscar.
Yo, listen, shout out to Alexander Payne, because I still watch Election. Election's hilarious.
Yeah, no, it is. It is. And especially in this climate that we're in, watching Election is like,
what makes Election good is, like, everybody in that movie fucking sucks. Like, everybody.
And I love that. I love a movie where it's like everybody's a piece of shit.
Oh man. Shout out to Reese Witherspoon, man. You got to start doing more movies like that. Like
What's
you
the
just
what's the last thing Reese was in?
I can't remember, but the last thing I remember her was This Means War, that fucking awful movie.
Oh, is that the one with Chris Pine and
Tom Hardy? Yeah.
H-
I remember watching that movie on HBO because I remember seeing the trailer. I'm like, I'm not seeing this shit in theaters. And then when it came to HBO, I was like, yeah, it's on HBO, sure. I just remember it got to the part where she was chastising them about, oh, you guys were playing which one can steal the girl, and I'm like, well, bitch, you were dating both of them at the same time.
Like knowingly, right?
Yeah, you got no foot to stand on that y'all are gonna condemn. Like, she's gonna condemn these two for what she's doing. I'm like, you were bragging to your friends about dating two dudes at once. Get the fuck out of here.
I mean, it looked like a watered down version of Mr. and Mrs. Smith, or what's the fucking one with Tom Cruise and fucking, was it not Charlize Theron? Who's the other? Cameron Diaz.
Oh, Night and Day. Yeah, that shit sucked. That was a James Mangold joint.
Was it?
Yeah, man.
Not surprising.
Anyways, real quick before we get back, but Night and Day, man. Not Night and Day. This Means War, man. Chris Pine's character was shitty in that, and he ends up winning the girl. And then I just remember they're on a next mission. Tom Hardy gets back with his ex. He's like, yeah, we're having a kid. We're getting married. He's like, oh, congrats. Before you get married, there's something I got to tell you. He's like, what's that? He's like, I slept with your girlfriend when y'all broke up. And then Tom Hardy tackles him out of the plane, and that's how it ends. And I'm just like, yeah, Chris Pine's a shit person, bro, in this movie. Like, he normally goes after women that Tom Hardy's dating. Like, Jeff, imagine, like, you got, like, I'm not going to put your personal life on blast, but imagine if I personally went after, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to leave it at that because I don't want to put your, but imagine if I went after, like, you would be pissed, right?
I mean, yeah.
That's a scumbag.
I mean,
move.
anyone would be pissed, right? Like, it's just not like it is a sociopathic thing to do. I've never seen this fucking movie. HBO keeps on trying to say, "Hey, This Means War. It's leaving soon. You should watch it." It's like, no, I shouldn't at all.
I'm be like, yo, Jeff, yeah, me and your ex are dating, but by the way, before the girl that you're with now, I gotta admit, I knew you were getting with her, so I fucked her too. Like, yo, that's what it basically is. And I'm just like, man, like,
yeah, and that's why like it's the more you talk about it, the less likely I'm going to see this movie.
Yeah,
right. I'm never going to. You know what? Maybe if I fall asleep and This Means War comes on, that's probably the only way I would see this.
You know, I actually knew two dudes exactly like Chris Pine's character. One actually grew up and he's happily married now. The other one, we had a group. Summer 2008 was a crazy time for me because every fucking day I would go to work, and after work I would either go see a movie or we go party. And every time there was a party, there was this dude, John. And John, any girl we brought around, John would just try to fuck. And it got to a point where my boy Alan had to grab him by the back of the neck and be like, look, nigga, you gotta cut this shit out right now. Because we have like 100 women at this party, and every time one of us goes up and talks to the women, there you are walking up. Go fucking do something else. I remember that. He grabbed him by the back of the neck, being like, you know we all call you Cock Block John. I
mean, honestly, the fact that you all didn't beat his fucking ass is a testament to your friendship.
Yo, the baddest girl in the group, too, he tried so hard to get with, and she's just like, yeah, nah. Yeah. But I did.
Hey, there we go.
Like, I remember, like, you remember my boy Tony, right?
Maybe.
Watson?
I mean, you'd have to show me a picture, man.
Black dude who used to come up with us a lot.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. This girl was so hot. Even Tony was like, "Yo, Brandon, I don't really clap for us getting with white women, but she's a hell of a white. She's a hell of a white." Like that nigga came up to me. And,
yo, that's crazy, dog. That's hilarious.
Yeah. Yo, everybody was trying to get with her, not just because I was just at that time like a goof and a drunk goof who brought everybody together. Everybody, once I left for college, people were like, yeah, the group split up because you were the glue. I was like, damn, I was just a drunk goof, y'all. Anyways, because I was a drunk goof and just had a good time, I guess that did something for this busty, tall Polish chick.
All right, good for you.
Because we disappeared at a party for a minute, and I remember getting texts like, hey, where are you guys? Where are you guys?
I was like, don't worry about me. I was like, don't worry where I am.
We were in John's van.
Right. Hey. Oh, that's revenge right there.
That she is the hottest woman Tiffany, if you're listening to this, if you're not married, like give me a call. Like if you're not married.
Oh shit. John gets back in his van afterwards, like, how come it smells like bleach in here?
Yo, yeah, Tiffany Ross, if that's still even your last name, like, hit me up, girl.
Well, look, man, you might have to do some searching.
I think I tried. Trust me, I tried. She deleted all of her social media because she was doing bikini contests and posting them shits to social media, and one of her boss's friends found out and told her dad.
Oh shit.
Because apparently at the job she was working at, it like you know how dudes are. They're just like, holy shit, she's hot. And then like one of the dudes working there who was higher up was friends with her dad, and is just like, yeah, Tiffany's doing all this shit. By the way.
Yeah.
And I got with Tiffany when I was fat Brandon. I mean like obese fat Brandon.
I mean, you might want to try LinkedIn. Right, she deleted.
That's the only thing she's still on too.
Yeah, so like that's, look, I'm sure some people holler at on LinkedIn.
I mean, LinkedIn's just basically Facebook at this point. You can't even get a job off of LinkedIn anymore if you wanted to.
I've never liked LinkedIn.
It's mostly just ghost jobs now.
Yeah, I've never liked LinkedIn. It was always. I don't like the fact that I gotta pay
to get a job,
to just have the basic functionality for anything on there. It's like, what's the point? What's the point?
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah.
I don't even know what movie we were talking about. Oh, we were talking about the debut. We went up on a. Yeah, it looks good. A24 is coming out.
Listen, I'm gonna leave it. Listen, let's get into our next trailer. A trailer I was looking forward to seeing because I'm just like, this all has the recipe for disaster. And watching this trailer, I'm just like, I'm gonna see this movie, but we're talking about the highly anticipated sequel to one of the greatest films to come out in the last 16 years now. I can't believe that movie's coming up in September. It'll be 16 years old.
Really? God, time is moving too fast, man. It really is.
Might be, arguably, maybe, like, I argue this with people all the time. Is it Fincher's best movie? And when people make the argument for him, I don't argue back. Is it my favorite Fincher? No, but it might be his best. Anyway, it's the sequel to The Social Network called The Social Reckoning. Originally called The Social Network Part 2. Before we get into the trailer, it's come out that Aaron Sorkin spent 3 days begging Jesse Eisenberg to come back. And the reason why Jesse Eisenberg didn't come back is because he's like, to this day, I get people coming up to me to sign cards that say, I'm CEO, bitch. And he's just like, that's not the point of the movie. I hate y'all. leave me alone.
Yeah, this is look. Just like motherfuckers misunderstand Fight Club, they misunderstand the point of fucking The Social Network. It's like,
it's crazy though that I talk to a lot of young people, and a lot of young people are like, why do you guys who are like in your 30s and older love that movie? Like, we watch that movie and it's just, I'm like, because that movie predicted the exact type of people who would rule the world, which is shitty frat tech nerds.
right? It's like, the kids that got beat up in high school, right? And like, this is how you make this. I mean, honestly, that's how you make a CEO. You beat the shit out of them in high school, and you give them an inferiority complex, and they want to rule the world.
And I will say this: it did set the precedent of how we look at each other just within the first 10 minutes. I mean, Face Smash, where the shit where they're ranking girls. I'm like, bro, that is internet culture today. Like, that set the way we interact with each other is all how in that movie. And by the way, this movie came out 5 years after like Facebook really took off. So the fact that this movie's still relevant today on just how we treat each other online, it's crazy.
Like the fucking, remember that you might be too young for this. Hot or Not? That website?
Yeah, I'm too young. Like, my first social media experience was MySpace, and I didn't even really use MySpace.
I mean, MySpace, like Hot or Not went alongside MySpace, where it was just a site where people would put a picture up of themselves, and literally people would vote hot or not. It's sort of like what is it? Was it Tinder? Now, what's the one where you swipe?
Yeah, that's every dating app.
I don't fucking know. But like, yeah, it's that is the natural progression from that hot or not shit, right? Like, it's fuck your carefully curated bio, right? Or your witty quips. Fuck all that. Smash or pass. That's pretty much.
It is. I mean, have you seen the trailer for this, Jeff?
Yeah, no, I saw the trailer. I'm intrigued.
It is. I'm glad it's different from the previous movie, but it also seems to forget what made the previous movie great, which was that it was a character study about. It was a litigation, but it was also a character study about one of the worst people to ever walk the earth. And now this just looks to be like...
It feels like they want to make all the presidents men.
Yeah, and I'm not sure that's what I want to watch right now with Facebook. I don't even use Facebook that much anymore. Like, I
barely use it, man.
The only things I keep using now are like Twitter and Instagram, and very often I use TikTok, but not as much as everybody else. But like, those are
I don't post on TikTok. I'll watch some TikToks, but I won't. I don't have the bandwidth. I don't have like the emotional bandwidth for that.
The only reason why I don't use Facebook is because it's just too much of my family's on there. It's just become like MAGA central. You know what I mean? And like, yeah, Twitter's MAGA central too. But I also made sure to. I'm not bothered by fucking family members on there or stalked by family members.
Because you got to use words on Twitter.
Facebook,
right?
Yeah, that too. Plus, Twitter is published in reputable outlets. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I post about like a movie I saw on Facebook, nobody's gonna give a shit. But yeah, I feel I'm not vibing with it, bro. Like, I'm really not vibing with this trailer. I think even Aaron Sorkin seems to have lost what made the first movie special.
And like, it's hard. It's hard to tell from a trailer, but also it just feels like we didn't need this.
I'm not against it just because of what Facebook has become, and I think there is stuff to explore, but not like this. Like this is.
And look, I love Jeremy Strong, right?
How do you think about his bleached blonde hair?
Like, you can't go from Jesse Eisenberg to because Jesse Eisenberg felt like Mark Zuckerberg, right?
Yeah, especially when you see pictures of Mark and he just looks like a dead-eyed sociopath, which shockingly that's what he is. So
right, like I'm watching the trailer for this, and he's Jeremy Strong just feels like Kendall Roy in this trailer, right? It feels like yeah.
I will say this: as dumb as Kendall was, when he was on, that motherfucker had charisma. That's why I was just like, well, I get why people believe in him. Watching this, because Zuckerberg's just rich, and that's why he's rich and he has great ideas. That's why people
or he steals great ideas,
right? And that's why people just blindly follow him. He has no charisma, so you're watching a charisma-less Kendall Roy. It takes a certain type of actor to pull that off, and I don't know if Jeremy Strong's gonna pull that off. Also, Jeremy Allen White's kind of doing the same shit he's been doing. Like the only person in this where I'm like, this is interesting is Mikey Madison. I don't know, man. I'm not vibing. Like,
I'd like to see. I don't even need to see that. Like, I'll see the fucking movie. I don't think that they could cut a trailer together after this point. That's going to be like, oh, I'm going to change my mind.
Yeah, man.
I changed my mind about this. I'm really excited about this. Like, I'm intrigued to see the thing, but it's not like I'm anticipating it.
As I've said before on this show, and I'll say right now, you need a filter for Sorkin. And that's what made The Social Network great, is like, yeah, that script was amazing, but it was also filtered, and all the bullshit that comes with Sorkin was filtered through David Fincher. Right. And Fincher put his stamp on that movie to let you know, like, this is a David Fincher movie. There's no filter here. And like I said, Aaron Sorkin longer for an hour without a buffer.
Without a commercial break?
A movie that he's personally written and directed hasn't been good yet. Like, Molly's Game could have been good, but that shit is too long.
It's too fucking long. Yeah.
It's almost 3 fucking hours.
Is Molly's Game 3 hours?
Almost. It's like 2:30, 2:45.
Jesus.
Trial of the Chicago 7. There's shit in there that's really good, but like that also where I'm like, bro, if this had been like a different director who could filter out all this bullshit, like he did that Desi and Lucy movie with Nicole Kidman and Javier Bardem, and people said the performances are great, but the movie itself is not good. And
yeah, I wanted to watch it. I wanted to see it. It's just,
And this is why I'm saying, like, you need a filter for Sorkin. Like, I know people made fun of the American President, but I like the American President. At least the American President, that was Rob Reiner. So yeah, Rob Reiner knows how to do earnestness.
Yeah, it was fine. I liked it. Like, it's look, any movie where I can see the president be competent, I'm loving now. Right? So the American president, well, it's fucking fantastic because, a competent, non-evil president. Yeah.
And Michael Douglas was benevolent. I remember that whole movie. The controversy of that movie is like the president is sleeping with a journalist and is trying to make this journalist the first woman. Where nowadays, if that shit happened, everybody would just be like, "Oh, look, man, it's his life." You know what I'm saying?
Right. But now it's like, yeah. How do you think she got the job? Right? How do you think she became press secretary, or director of Homeland Security?
Here's the thing: he was never trying to get her to get to a higher position. He just wanted to date and marry her.
Right.
That's
right.
What's
but you
crazy.
know what I'm saying? Like now this. That was earnestness back then. Now it's blatant abuse of power.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, again, if that was happening today, we'd all wouldn't bat an eye, because as long as she wasn't given a position and she's just like, oh, he's a widower who wants to remarry. Cool, because we do need a first lady. You know what I'm saying? Like,
do we? I don't know.
I think a first person to compliment who's ever running the country, because I don't want to. Because for God forbid one day we do get a gay president. Like, I would want the gay president to at least have a partner.
Yeah, I mean, look, I do we need one? I don't think so. It's nice to have one, but we need a Michelle and not a Melania.
Here's the thing is, like, people tell me all the time, like, how reasonable I am and how much I'm looking after people and I should run for president. And I'm like, why? I would not get in the office because, one, I'm black. Two, I got dreads. Three, I'm not married, nor do I have any plans on ever getting married anytime soon. So you're just going to have a single dude in the White House. I'll be the first president who doesn't have a first lady. And then, since I will be America's most eligible bachelor, I'm going to have women lining up just to be first lady instead of actually wanting to be with me. You know what I'm saying? That is a situation you don't want to be in.
Yeah, you know, like, Liz. I'm not gonna argue that.
Yeah, so
you're right.
But anyways, the
social thing, social construct, what's it called? Social reckoning. I hate the name too.
Yeah, man. Because there has been no reckoning. There has been no reckoning for Facebook.
All right, so if you want to keep the naming devices, there was the social network. You could have just called this the social disconnect.
Well, it was supposed to be called the social network part 2. And then I guess once Jesse left, they were just like, let's retitle it. A lot of mistakes made here, man. No Reznor Ross. Like, you swapped him out for Alexander Desplat, which dude's made some good scores, but I find him overrated. Like, none of his music has ever stood out to me. The only person from the first movie who's coming back is the DP, and that's it. And it doesn't even look the same.
Right. I mean, here's the thing. I don't know who was clamoring for a sequel to The Social Network besides Aaron Sorkin.
First announced, everybody was like, oh, cool. But then once this project came together, and like, I think what killed it is, like, once it was announced that he was going to be directing it and Fincher wasn't coming back, I think that's when everybody's just like, oh, keep it.
And like the fact that, like, Jesse Eisenberg owned that role, right? To put someone else in that role automatically is like, okay, so this is just a different movie.
And I mean this as no disrespect to Mark Strong, but you need like someone who we'd be like, oh, okay, I would love to see their take on Mark Zuckerberg. When they announced Mark Strong, I'm like, no interest in seeing his take on Mark Zuckerberg. And watching the trailer, I'm just like,
yeah, like you're not, like, he's not doing anything. And I'm not saying Jeremy Strong is a bad actor at all, but I don't see how he could embody that sort of nebbish, sort of vindictive,
introverted nerd. I can't, like, he's a handsome dude. So is Jesse Eisenberg, but Jesse Eisenberg is very
he's unique looking. Like, like Jeremy Strong is like a classically handsome dude.
Jesse Eisenberg's not lanky, but he has the proportions of a lanky person. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's very thin, and the way he carried himself, where he was hunched over almost that entire movie, walking around with the hoodie on, just never smiling. I was just like,
he inhabited the role, right?
Yeah.
He owned it.
Yeah, man.
Look, I'm intrigued by the movie. Will I watch it? Yeah, but am I like, oh my God, I cannot wait to see The Social Reckoning? I can definitely wait to see The Social Reckoning. I can wait forever.
I like every movie I go into, I hope it's good. Because I don't want any movie to be bad. I like to be surprised. I mean, like, oh shit, this was a good movie. So, look, I hope it's good. But my expectations for this are
like my Magic 8 Ball says. Signs point to no.
It comes out in October, so I'm wondering if they're gonna do the same thing they did with the first one with this one, which is have its premiere at the New York Film Festival. Because the first one, I was in a guild, like I still am in this guild. And our guild screening was literally the morning before the very first screening, the world premiere. So we were the first audience to see that motherfucker. And everybody was there. Fincher was there. Eisenberg was there.
Oh, wow.
Justin Timberlake was there. Armie Hammer was there. That Q&A was crazy. I remember just sitting and I was in the old Sony screening room in the middle of Midtown where it was huge. We had all the chairs were nice. You know what I'm saying? It was before they moved downtown to the screening room they're at now. That screening room was like 5 levels too. It was nice. They had food. Like nigga, they had these buffalo chicken wraps, dog. And every time we went to that Sony building, we knew they'd have those buffalo chicken wraps. Nigga, me and the twins, we would take napkins and take like 2 of the wraps and shove them in our pockets because they were that good.
I mean, look, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. You give away free food. I want to eat free food.
So, like, yeah.
Speaking of Armie Hammer, he's back on the scene.
Why are we talking about this?
I'm just saying. I had to mention.
Why are we talking? Nah.
He's in an Uwe Boll film.
Why are we talking about this? Like, don't give this any air, dog. Like any. All right, let's get into our main review. We're the Film Blurs. I'm Brandon Norwood, and I'm the motherfucking protagonist.
I'm the protagonist.
I'm Jeff Stewart, a.k.a. He Who Remains.
Don't come at us. It's just fucking movies.
You've been listening to the Film Blurs podcast.
Man, I just love what you guys do, man.
I never miss an episode. It's the best.
It's my favorite podcast.
Follow Jeff on IG on MindFireXL and Brandon on Twitter at BJN Tweets.